Hi, this is Kayye. We're here at CEDIA 2016, and it's day one, halfway through day one. I'm here with Tim Sinnaeve. Tim Sinnaeve runs Barco Residential. First off, good morning, good early afternoon. How's the show been so far for you?
It's been extremely busy. I feel like I've been here already for a week.
Well, there's some talk of some Vikings in your booth. You've got Thor inside the projection room, and you've got Loki right here. Right. Tell us about those, and the transition to laser and the difference that has made.
Right. Well, people will probably remember Thor from last year. Yeah. When we did the demo that you remember really well. We did Star Wars, which was fantastic, obviously. So this year we've got Thor again, but it's the new version of Thor. So it's a high contrast version, so the contrast is improved, so it's a markedly better experience again. So on the top end we keep moving the bar, which is great, but in the meantime it's also very exciting that there's a couple of other family members that are starting to come along. Loki has been the first one. There's a couple more following soon. I can't say too much about it, but it's not going to be very long. But obviously it's all laser light source, it's all 4K resolution. It's proprietary Barco technology in terms of DLP, so in terms of contrast, color accuracy, all those good things in image quality. They're really amazing products. And of course they're also available for a much wider range of projects, because Thor is at a level, of course, that you don't have too many installations like that, but the other one brings it really into the sweet spot for a lot of integrators, which is very exciting.
Well, 4K is the talk on the show floor, but interestingly enough, you're one of the few places that's actually showing it on the show floor. There's a lot of people talking about it, but not actually demoing it. And you actually built a full-fledged theater equal to, if not better, than most of the movie theaters that we would go to as consumers, right?
Oh, absolutely. I would definitely say better. It's a shame that we have to build this on the show floor and then tear it down, really. But the good thing is, if we see the interest, the people that are coming to the demo. Over 350 people were registered for the demo before the show even started, which is amazing. But you're right, we've tried to get the 4K content. It's still not easy to get 4K content, especially real 4K content. I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of what is billed as 4K content is still upscale 2K, even some 4K Blu-rays. But there you go. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that they all look fantastic. But even though we feel that it doesn't have to be 4K in order to look fantastic, we've really made an effort to get as much real 4K content as possible to really have the best possible experience.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, you came to this show and showed for the first time the Barco Residential brand. And it was sort of like a coming out party, and you didn't show a lot of products, but you got a lot of interest because you did some things that were different than the other projector manufacturers did. For example, with the stereoscopic or widescreen display in that booth. And last year you came here and did a theater. So this is, I guess, you're now going to enter your third year as Barco Residential here. Are you feeling good about things? Or are you feeling like you still you have more products that you need? Or where do you feel like you are right now?
No, I'm feeling really good about things. When you look at where we are in terms of products, we don't have them all yet ready to ship. But obviously I know what's going to be shipping in the next few months. And we've got a full lineup that I feel really, really good about. Particularly some of the ones that I mentioned. Loki had an enormous appeal, and I can just see even Loki in the channel made a giant difference. So we did a roadshow with Loki. We just saw that Loki created a lot of excitement in dealers that want to work with Barco Residential, and at the same time then also see, well, we're also interested in Thor, maybe we have a customer. But that level of product is not the level of product that most integrators are comfortable with or used to working with. So now that we're bringing these products that fall more into the category of projects that they've been doing, they are much more eager to come on board, but at the same time they also learn about the other stuff and have opportunities to do that. So it's really a fantastic opportunity. So we can see that in the last couple of months, the interest, the buzz, the integrators coming on board, the excitement has grown a lot, and it's just an indication, for example, how many people indicated on the CEDIA website beforehand and added us to their show planner. That was like 1,200 people today as of yesterday, which is like 4 times or 5 times the interest that we generated last year. So it's all starting to happen now.
Yeah, and one of the things I think that people are really coming here to see is laser. I mean, they're really interested. I mean, that is really changing everything, not only with its reliability and length of use, but also with the wider gamut and contrast ratio that you're going to get out of it. Have you found that to be true? And obviously you're a big supporter of laser technology.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, when people say laser, not all laser is created equal. You know, 6P laser, for example, and laser phosphor is not the same thing at all. It's a different technology. And so when you look at Barco, the 6P laser is really the top of the line, the top end. That's what we have with the Thor in there. But also, given that we have invested so heavily into laser technology, also our laser phosphor technology, and even the Loki is not a pure laser phosphor technology. So it's what we call a hybrid laser, where one of the primaries is actually at the same level of a 6P laser projector. So it's a hybrid, so it's a notch above your, let's say, standard, if I can call it standard, laser phosphor. But it opens up a whole lot of opportunity, you know, it opens up opportunity in terms of image quality, longevity, constant light output, but also it's quite easy, especially in a residential environment, right? You can basically install it and forget. The other thing that's interesting is if you do more architectural solutions like what we have there, for example, behind us, we have a custom rear projection TV. If we use like a Loki laser projector in there, you can really integrate it with much more freedom because you don't have to worry about frequent lamp changes, for example. You can basically put it in there and close it up and make it look really good and have it run.
And that's a big deal. And you're sort of helping the industry focus on the high end of the industry, the real high performance. And really, in a way, that's where this industry should be. That's where CEDIA should be. And I think that's what's sparking a lot of interest here. I'm going to go in there and check out the demo. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. It was the buzz on the show floor. Within a half hour after you open, I had 2 text messages from people saying you have to come by here and see this demo because apparently you built an immersive experience beyond just the visuals. You incorporated the audio as well.
Yeah, no, that's extremely important. I mean, I guess that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about. It's about the whole complete experience, right? And if any part of it is not perfect, it reflects badly on everybody involved. So even if you have a fantastic image, but the content is bad or the sound is bad, people are not going to feel that good about the image either. Maybe the professionals will, you know, because you will look at it and you will appreciate the technical aspects of it, but we're not selling to the professional integrators, you know, we're selling to people that want a great overall experience. And so that's what we have to bring. And that's also what will make us successful in the high end. As you mentioned earlier, there is so much potential in the high end. And the interesting thing is, out of our roadshows, people came to see Loki, right? They wouldn't have come if we just showed Thor because they would have probably said, well, that's not the level of project that I do. But I noticed that within months of having seen the Loki and starting to work with us, they're starting to do DCI level projects. You know, because they know what it is, they can talk about it, they have the customers, and I'm still firmly convinced we're only scratching the surface with the end customers. More people would be investing in these kinds of experiences if they know they were there to have.
They can't ask for something they don't know exists.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so you're kind of in a unique position because you own the technology. You're building your own products. You're not waiting for a company from another country to build something for you so you can rebrand it. You're in control of it. So I think you're in a unique position. So barcoresidential.com, or you can go to barco.com/residential. And of course, we're going to shoot videos on all the individual products that were here so you understand the differences between Loki and Thor. And I'm going to tell you all about, I'm going to write about the demo experience because that's my favorite part of coming to this show is being immersed in an environment. And I'm not sure how you're going to make it better than last year because you're talking about a guy who's a giant Star Wars fan, so that already makes it tough for you.
Well, we've got a kaleidoscope system in there, so I've told the guys, just show Gary whatever he wants to see. Right?
Well, we'll see. But listen, I appreciate you taking the time. Congratulations. Everything looks great. Best of luck to you. And of course, check them out at barco.com/residential. And of course, you can go to ravepubs.com, use the video search window and search for Barco, and you can see everything that we've written about them and all the videos we shot about them here at CEDIA 2016. Tim, thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary.